Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 6 of my Billions and Billions challenge. In today's episode, I'm going to get my first automatic resources through the use of a void ore miner. So let's get started. The first thing I should say is that I've done a lot of work between episodes to get some of the mystical flower petals from the mod Botania, and let me just show you what I've done simply. What I've done is I've taken mystical flowers, and I actually should probably show you the full process here, but I've taken a mystical green flower, I convert it into petals in the crafting table like so, and then I plant that petal, and then I give it bone meal, and then I use shears on it to get mystical green flower, and then I throw it back in the crafting table, and that's how I got a bunch of the mystical green petals. And I have a bunch of those stored up, so let's go ahead and not do that. Let's get rid of these because these are just kind of extras, and let's actually go to all of the stuff I have prepared over here. So I actually have a stack of 44 and another stack of 44 because to make void ore miner, or the void ore miner, I need to make lots of blocks here from litherite. So let's take a look at litherite if I can find the actual litherite itself. So I need to make a bunch of these crystals. And you make these crystals through the use of flint, diamonds, and green dye and lime dye. Now we can use the floral powder here, and let me just get what I need for that. What I'm going to do is make a bowl, and then I can do something like this to make a mortar and pestle. The rest of these bowls I can just actually kind of get rid of for right now anyways, and then I can use this mortar and pestle to turn the flower petals into green powders. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. Actually, let's make the lime first. So actually, I have way more lime than I needed, but I should have known that. For whatever reason, I just didn't take into account that I'd get double there, so that's fine. I only need 44 of them, I believe. So let's just get rid of the rest of that for right now. And then let's grab, I need the flint and the diamonds for right now to make the litherite crystals. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I need to make a lot of these. So I think 88, and I actually am short what? I'm short some flint. So I didn't do some sort of calculation correct, but let's get some more flint here. Let's make a few more, because I think I need just a few more here. So there we go. That should be better. I should have 88 of those. I also need to go ahead and convert this diamond into, or these diamonds into a diamond block, and that's because I need to make this right here at some point. Not just yet though. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next thing, and let's go ahead and make some of these connectors. So it's just redstone and iron. So let's grab that real fast, and not that. Not that either. And I keep hitting the wrong thing here. Let's go ahead and do 40 of them right now. I might need to make more of those. I didn't actually do the calculation for how many of those I will need. And I'm relatively sure I will actually need more. So I need black dye now with sand and gravel to make some of the black concrete powder. So I have the sand and gravel here. I need to turn the black mystical petals into black powder. So there we go with that. And then I can get rid of that, I think, for real for this time. And let's go ahead and make 80 of these. So now what I need to do is I actually need to make this into concrete. And this is going to take just a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nap, and then we can do it outside, because I need a little bit of area to do this. Okay, so oh, get away from me. Okay, so let's dig out a area right here, and then let's drop a bucket of water. And then what we do to make the hardened concrete is we drop the concrete powder into water, and that is how you get concrete. So I need to go ahead and make a lot of this concrete. I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera because, yeah, like I said, it's going to take a little while. Once I have all my concrete made, or my concrete powder made into concrete, I will be right back. So I finally have all of my concrete made up, and I decided to make a bunch more connectors because I did a quick look-see, and I do need a lot more of these things. So we have the black concrete, we have the connectors. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of these interconnects. I think for right now I'm just going to make 26 of them. So let's start off with that. I might need a few more. I'm not 100% on that, but I know I'm going to need at least 26. So actually, let's get rid of this stupid stuff that I don't need for this build for right now, and then let's get back to it. So I need to make a void ore miner here. So let's go ahead and grab some of the other crafting stuff in here. And okay, so that's hopefully maybe everything I need for today's episode. Oh, nope, redstone. Somehow I missed the redstone there. So let's make the diode. I only need one of those, I believe. I do need a couple of the lenses, and the lenses are actually really easy to make, and I don't quite have enough glass to make 2 of them. I need to make 2 of them. One of them will actually be used for the build itself. The other will be used in a crafting recipe. So let's see here. I don't have the litherite yet, but that is not a problem. I need to make 4 of these, no more. There we go. And I should be able to make the void ore miner controller now. So the next thing I want to do is make an assembler, which the assembler is a handy tool from the mod environmental tech, which is the mod that houses the void ore miner, to tell me exactly what I need to build this thing out. So I need 24 structure frame tier 1 or above. So let's go ahead and work on that. Actually, let's work from the bottom up because I already have the laser lens. Let's do the laser core next. So let's do the laser core. And I need some more glass. I need 3 more glass per laser core, and I think I need 2 laser cores. So that is fantastic. Okay, so that's that. 20 of these structure panels. So let's take a look at what that takes. So I don't think this is too expensive, so I need 20 of these, not 24. For some reason, I kind of thought maybe I needed 24. Clearly, as you can see from the amount of stuff I have. And then I need 24 of the structure frame tier 1. So if I just type in tier 1, I should be able to find it pretty easily here. So there it is. And I should need 24 of these. What am I missing? I'm missing an iron ingot. So let's get rid of the silver. I'm pretty sure I don't need that. And then let's go ahead and make 1 more of these guys. So that should be everything I need. And let's get it organized down here in some sort of fashion. And then I should be able to take my assembler and... oh, there we go. Shift. I had to right click it and then shift right click it. In the bottom left, it shows a few statistics. It can use 660 forge energy per tick, which is equivalent to RF per tick. So I can use up to 660 RF per tick. And the structure needs a clear line of sight to bedrock, first off, and then its footprint is 7 by 7 by 4. The 4 is the height. So I do want to put this somewhere up here up top. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dig straight down. And I totally do not recommend this unless you can fly. I can fly, so I'm going to go ahead and dig straight down. Normally, like I said, I would not recommend this. But I'm going to risk it. I can fly. Let's actually get my bucket of water handy just in case here. And I just need to get down to bedrock. If I encounter lava, obviously I have the bucket of water. If I encounter a voided area, I can fly. So I'm not going to take fall damage or anything. I should be pretty safe here digging straight down. Once again, I don't recommend this typically, but special circumstances here. So I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, we're getting down. Typically, sometimes there's lava down at this level, so that's why it's a little bit jumpy right there, but it looks like we're going to be pretty safe here. I say that now. And we should get to bedrock real soon. Okay, so there's the bedrock. That's fantastic. Easy, nice trip down to the bedrock. No obsidian or anything to kind of slow my progress. So like I said, this thing has a footprint of 7 by 7 by 4, so I'm going to dig that out. I kind of want to dig this into the ground to make it look a little bit neater. So I'm going to use the V key to... okay, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I'm going to have to move some of those dynamos, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Just kind of a nuisance, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. And then, okay, so the base level will be right here. So 1, 2, 3, and then the capstone is this is the top. So let's go ahead and place that down. I should be able to set this back to 3 by 3, get rid of all of this. Use shift to get rid of that one. And then what I can do with the assembler is, assuming that I have everything I need, I should be able to hold right click and it should go ahead and place those blocks. So as you can see, it is placing all those blocks, and it will eventually say that assembled true down in the bottom left, and it says that now. So I know that the structure is completed and ready to go. The next thing I need to do for this structure is I actually need to give it an inventory to place the items in. And I have a modular storage device right here. It is ready. It does have a tier 1 storage module in it, and I'm going to put that right there. So like I said, I do need to move some of these dynamos here. So let's go ahead and do that right now while I'm thinking about it. And let's grab my crescent hammer here. And I'm going to need to reroute some of this stuff besides the dynamos themselves. And okay, so I'm getting too much charcoal in my way. So let's get rid of some of this charcoal. The dirt's not valuable. I just need to make sure to grab all 6 of my dynamos because they are kind of valuable at this point. There should be one more, and it is right over here. So let's actually get rid of that for the moment. And let's grab that. Okay, so I need to place these 2 back there. I am going to need to grab this. Once again, let's get rid of the charcoal, put it back there. Let's get my crescent hammer so that I can more efficiently grab this fluid duct. Let's also grab this item duct here. Cool. And then I need to figure out a route here. And actually, I still need to get rid of a few things. Let's get rid of the ore that I don't need. Let's get rid of the covers for the time. You know what? Let's not, if we can keep them. Okay, so I still need to run my item duct off of this. So let's go ahead and set that up. Let's turn this on. And what I can do instead is kind of run it this way, I think. And hopefully the area around me is lit up enough to where I'm not going to have to deal with monsters, because I really don't want to deal with them. So let's go ahead and place down the water. Let's do it right here again. And I do need to connect up the electrical right here. So actually, I think that'll work well. Yeah, if I do something like that. And I'm going to need to rotate some of these with my crescent hammer. So I need to rotate that to be facing the leadstone flux duct here. The leadstone flux duct is already hooked up. I do need to move my water source to be over there. And then I need to have some fluid duct underneath all my dynamos once again, so let's do that. This should have some water already. Let's go ahead and do the item duct now. I need to run that around the dynamos, just like I had it before. Actually, I super hope I have enough room to do this. Yeah, I'm going to have to grab more item duct, though, because that's kind of in the way. Because I still need it to come back over here. So it still needs to finish right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nap, grab some more item duct, and then I will be right back. Okay, I've grabbed my item duct as well as some flux duct because I do need some of that as well. And let's go ahead and complete the item duct run here. So I need to get down here. This needs to kind of do a little creative loop here. And then that should be good. Once again, the reserve charcoal should come up here. And that is fantastic. So before I cover everything up, I do want to upgrade my dynamos. As you can see, they have an open augment slot right here. And I do want to go ahead and give it an augment to make them produce a little bit more power. So let's go ahead and see what that entails. So it is the auxiliary transmission coil. It just requires some silver and some redstone, it looks like. So let's grab redstone and silver. And I only need 6 of them, so let's go ahead and get 6 of the coils. And then actually, do I have enough I do barely have enough redstone. Actually, I need to rotate. Wait, how do I need to do that? I messed that up somehow. Oh, I'm confusing the silver and the redstone. So I need a little bit more silver here. So let's grab the silver. Okay, this should work a little bit better. There we go. So there are 2 different ways to apply augments to thermal expansion machines. One of the ways is to simply right-click them if they have an open augment slot. As you can see, they all have an open augment slot. Either we can just simply place them in, like so, or we can right-click. And if it is installed, it will give you a noise, and it will say augment successfully installed. So now these dynamos can each produce 120 RF per tick. So basically, I'm producing, 720 RF per tick. So that's not bad, but it's not to where I'm comfortable actually giving this 660 RF per tick, because I feel like the farm's going to need more than that. So I'm going to place an energy cell right here. It's going to be output to the left, which would be to the void ore miner, and then input everywhere else. I do want to throttle this down to where it can only give the, and I'm hitting the wrong things here. I only want to give this, say, I'm going to start off with 500 RF per tick. So let's go there. 500 RF per tick, and then I need to hook this up to the dynamos. And I can do that pretty simply if I take some leadstone flux duct here and run this kind of up and over. So there we go. So that should give me some items. I am kind of wary of this witch. Let me take care of this witch. Okay, there you go. Get out of my house. And this thing is already producing some stuff. So we have a lapis lazuli ore and a resonating ore. That's pretty fantastic. Those are my first 2 automatic resources that I've gathered in this playthrough. So that's fantastic. So what I want to do now is, I think I'm going to cover this up and neaten it up, and then I will be right back. So I have most of it covered back up. I don't think I've gone over how to work or how to use covers in this particular series. So covers are really simple. They are from the mod thermodynamics, and they work on fluid duct and flux duct and item duct. So basically, you can make things look neat by just using them around flux duct and fluid duct and item duct. So that's how I neatened everything up. As you can see, I am starting to get some cool stuff here. For example, I didn't have access to Ardite because I had no way to mine it. But as you can see, I am going to be getting some of it. The platinum ore is going to be pretty valuable. Obviously, glowstone, redstone, that stuff is also very valuable. Basically, this void ore miner will get me a lot of stuff. It's not going to be very fast, but that's okay. It will be running all of the time. At least that's the plan right now. It does look like I am running a slight energy deficit at times. At times, I'm running an energy surplus here. We'll see how that actually turns out. Eventually, this battery will either be empty or full, depending on if I'm actually running a surplus or a deficit. Right now, it's actually running a surplus. That's kind of surprising, because a little bit ago, it was running a deficit. This one seems to be holding steady at 8,000. This is the energy cell that actually powers the farm here, so that is good to see. And because the farm needs to run first and foremost, this is just kind of secondary. But as we can see, it is seemingly running pretty well right now, so that's awesome. So I think that's it for today. In today's episode, I built this void ore miner, and I improved and relocated my dynamos down here so that they will power the tree farm and my automatic resource gathering mechanism. Now obviously I will need to manually pull these items out and process them, but that's not a big deal as I'm not going to be getting like a crazy amount of stuff from this setup, but it will give me some stuff, and that is very valuable at this point. So anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below, and if you like watching automation type stuff in modded Minecraft, definitely feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.